you know, that sort of thing only works if you really, really want to, because if you don't really want to, you know, you just tell yourself as soon as you walk out of here, I'll go use. So no, I really, really want to. I've been in jail. I can't go back to jail. So anyway, I was told I wasn't allowed to let him in my house. So I said, okay. So we sat outside under a tree, and I said, I'll do the hypnosis for quit smoking, only I'll change it so it's a hypnosis to quit the drugs he was on. And he said, fine, I'm fine with that. And I said, if you've been in jail, how can you be so addicted? He said, I could get the drugs, so I just couldn't get a needle. And he showed me all these ugly scars up his arm. He'd used a biro as a needle. Oh, it was horrible.
Oh, shit.
Stuff. He said, since I've only been out a couple of weeks, and he said, they're giving me free drugs. I said, oh, well, that's nice. They just want you to get addicted to them. He said, yes, and I can't. I don't want to be addicted to them because I'll be doing crime and I'll be back in jail. I said, all right, well, if that's what you want, we'll do it. So I did a hypnosis. I took him really, really deep and said, you don't need it. You don't want it. You're healed. You don't need to use anymore. And I'd converted this quit smoking hypnosis, which is about an hour long. It was so involved. And I took him through that. And I did some acupuncture on his ears, and I put the little bead. I said, now, if you get anxious or anything, just press this little bead. And it was on the Shen Men point for relaxation. And he said, thank you, thank you, thank you. And he promised me he wouldn't use. And I said, that's the best I can do. Anyway, I gave him some Nux Vomica to take away. And I heard about 2 weeks later, somebody said, oh, he got a job. He moved. He's got a job. He doesn't want anything to do with any of us anymore.